Welcome back to another Creator Collab. This one's for December, and so the topic we're going to be discussing is how I will handle the holidays as an autistic person. I want to thank all of these people for being in this Creator Collab. I want to thank them for their submissions and joining in the conversation, and hopefully together we can all give you some advice that you can use for the holidays. After the week of Thanksgiving that I experienced this year, I would tell you things to do differently than what I did because I was unprepared. In retrospect, I didn't notice that I needed to focus more on self-care. You need to remember, don't have high expectations for yourself. That's setting yourself up for failure. Only do what you are able to do. Spend more me time during the holidays to help ward off breakdowns, meltdowns, shutdowns, whatever you want to call them. Bypass traditions when needed if it saves you from burnout. Believe me, your family would rather have you happy than stressed out. Allow other family members to do those things that you normally take care of. Take a little less of the responsibility, and if you have children, try to give some of that to your kids to do. Let them know it's good during the holidays to help others, and by doing that, they are helping you out. I'll give you an example. My son did all of these decorations, and it really helped me out because I didn't have to worry about it. Spend less on others and give more thoughtful gifts. Sometimes something you made is more thoughtful anyway. Something you have a talent for doing. If you're an artist, paint something for someone. If you're a photographer like me, give a photo album with pictures you've taken during the year. If you like to bake, make them some baked goods for Christmas. Save money because spending all your money is going to make you stressed out. And my last tip, if you're religious, put that focus back on the holiday and what the reason is for the season.
Hey, I'm MJ, and Jenny has asked us to consider what the holiday season is like for us. So when I think about Christmas, it is that overstimulation of all my senses. There's lots of extra smells and noises and sights going on everywhere. There's flashing lights with the Christmas lights everywhere. There's like smells of scented candles. There's Christmas music playing wherever you go for weeks before Christmas. And as much as I like Christmas music, I'm so done with them by the time that Christmas is actually here. I do love Christmas movies, and these Hallmark movies that come out that are all the same, have the same plot line. They're so corny, but I actually love them. They're so reliable, and they just fill me with so much wholeness. Christmas for me is actually all about Jesus' birthday. And as much as I love all the extras that come with Christmas, Jesus is my reason for celebrating. And he brings love, he brings hope, and he brings peace to this world. And as a Christian, I would like to reflect Jesus in how I conduct myself. And Christmas is a massive reminder for me to do that. I like to reflect on the year and who I've been and how I've treated people. I like to look back and think, what have I said yes to? What have I managed to say no to? How have I advocated for myself? How have I made myself proud? What friends have I made? And it's a blessing to actually look back and realise that you've had so many things to be thankful for in this year. And that's what I like, coming to the end of a year and realising it wasn't as bad as I thought. Every year I think is hard and a challenge, but then you get to the end of it and you can tap into the joy. The Christmas season brings with it a lot of extras though, doesn't it? Like we have to buy gifts for people. We have to receive gifts from people. We have to consider whether we attend events that we're invited to. Things that we sometimes say no to, but we actually do want to go to. But there's just too many of them. So it's hard to say yes to everything. I actually love the season that's between Christmas and New Year, when everything is finished. That time where no one knows what day it is. It's great. It's a time to stop, pause, not exist. It's just a time to get ready for the new year ahead. And breathe.
First, a standing ovation for Jenny for all she does for us in this community. You help us flourish. Something that I'm doing is purposefully staying rooted and grounded in love and truth. And what that means for me is, well, the love side of it. Love to me is being gentle and kind and not being rude. And when I think about loving my own soul, I think about being gentle and kind with myself. When I think about loving others, it means communicating clearly and kindly to them too. So, in choosing gentleness and kindness to my soul, I am going to take time to listen to my thoughts, my feelings, even my bodily sensations. And what helps me with that is as someone who's alexithymic is to journal, just like brain dump all of the thoughts, the feelings, the body sensations, and then responding to myself the way I would to somebody that I love. Yeah, so that's the love side of it. The truth side of it is accepting my social, communication, sensory, executive functioning differences. Notice I didn't say deficits, those are differences. And honoring what I can do this year and what I can't do. And communicating that with love to people that I care about. May, as I close today, we all embrace love and truth, purposing in our hearts what we want to give, what we want to do, not with guilt or compulsion, but what causes mutual flourishing.
My first tip for facing Christmas or the Christmas holidays, or whatever you want to call it, I prefer annual endurance test, is to pick a quiet time to try and do your Christmas shopping. That's not groundbreaking advice for an autistic person, but I keep forgetting to follow my own advice. Every year I go into town and it's full of people buying things for other people that they don't need and contributing to landfill sites across the world. My second tip is to embrace the misery. If someone says, "Cheer up, it's Christmas," feel free to remind them that indulgence is greed, and greed is bad. And you're being your true, authentic, autistic self by following rules consistently, 365 days a year, no exceptions. Tip number 3 is keep calm and ask for space. Christmas is a time for coming together, but large groups of people can be stressful for an autistic person. So gather your presents, find a quiet place, and don't feel guilty about being kind to yourself. It could be the best present you receive this year.
How I handle the holidays. Wearing comfortable clothes, if you gotta go somewhere, be as comfortable as you can possibly be. I don't really want to go somewhere and have to hide. So I try to avoid that kind of scenario. I don't want to just put on a set of headphones and go sit in the corner. I'd rather just not go because then I feel like I'm being true to myself and true to my time and all that kind of stuff. So just showing up for whatever reasons. I mean, making the visit short, that could be good. Snack as often as possible because maybe it's less rude to talk with your mouth full. Yeah, I really enjoy the things that don't speak about the holidays. The tree, the lit up trees, the lights on the house, the quiet, the snow. It's it's tough sometimes, like, even if we're playing games, trying to learn a new game every time, it's like, I really enjoy the routine of playing stuff I know a little bit, even if that seems, possibly boring. New stuff seems exciting too, but there's, I don't like to struggle all the time. I just try to be myself, enjoy the things I love, and stay away from the things I don't. I guess it's really not different than any other time. I don't really want to get involved with gift exchanges. I'm awful at it. I've never been good at it. And I feel like some people just love it. So I think it should be for those people. And I think the people that don't want to be a part of that should be out. Like, I don't need to even receive a gift. That would be just fine with me. Just do your own thing. There's plenty of things to do, a lot of space to do it. Go out there and be your best you.
Hi, Jenny. This is Kyle with Auditing with Autism. Thanks for the collaboration question this December on how we handle the holidays with autism. It's not easy to handle the holidays with autism. I get burnt out, and I get burnt out easily. And at the same time, I want to participate in everything that's going on. And what I've learned is that I cannot do that, especially as I get older. When I was younger, I had more energy, I had more, maybe even gumption, possibly. I think the gumption comes with the energy. But I would, in years past, I would put myself out there a lot and then pay for it later in private. And as I get older, I'm realizing that it's not worth it, to pay for it later in private. I so what my plan is, for example, this year, to answer the question, is I'm going to do a beeline, do one activity with one group of friends for the Christmas holiday, and I'm going to pass up on every other offer, basically. And that's been working for me for the last decade or so, where I just pick one track, and don't do anything else. Then that track. So I basically get to have the benefit of thinking about the entire experience before it happens and feeling, therefore, less anxious about it. And, what I'm trying to do is just reduce all of the stressors that might occur for me, that I know will occur for me. And when I do that, I have a happier time, and I think therefore everybody else is happier. Thanks, Jenny. Happy holidays.